Now that's a red shirt, right? We're in the book of Isaiah in chapter 40, and we've been looking at the fact that 40 has three parts to it. And the way I've titled it in order to alliterate it is to proclaim his coming, verses 1 through 11, to preach his power, verses 12 through 17, and today we're going to be looking at verses 18 through 26, profess his majesty. Boy, I'll tell you, if chapter 40 doesn't excite you, as Isaiah sees all the way to the second coming of Christ, then I don't think you can get excited about the gospel. And by the way, it seems as though either I was hacked or I was careless in a cartoon at the end of Tuesday's video, and I've had to yank down that video and see if I can modify it to get it out of there. But I apologize if that's offended anybody, and certainly was not intentional on my part. But in any case, let's take a look at chapter 40, the largest, it's the third largest prophetic book in the Bible, and we'll take a look at chapter 40, the transitional chapter, when Isaiah begins to see the messianic kingdom and he sees the second coming of Christ. Let's take a look at those verses. Profess his majesty. To whom then will you liken God, or what likeness will you compare with him? As for the idol, a craftsman casts it, a goldsmith plates it with gold, and a silversmith fashions chains of silver. He who is too impoverished for such an offering selects a tree that does not rot. He seeks out for himself a skillful craftsman to prepare an idol that will not totter. Do you not know? Have you not heard? Has it not been declared to you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth? It is he who sits above the circle of the earth, and its inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretch out of the heavens like a curtain and spread them out like a tent to dwell in. He it is who reduces rulers to nothing, who makes the judges of the earth meaningless. Scarcely have they been planted, and scarcely have they been sown. Scarcely has their stock taken root in the earth. But he merely blows on them, and they wither, and the storm carries them away like stubble. To whom then will you liken me, that I would be his equal, says the Holy One? Lift up your eyes on high, and see who has created these stars, the one who leads forth their host by number. He calls them all by name because of the greatness of his might and the strength of his power. Not one of them is missing. Well, we proclaimed his coming, we preached his power, and we professed his majesty. And tomorrow, to end the week before this Memorial Day weekend, we're going to prepare for the renewal. It's a verse that most of you have probably learned by heart. Maybe you didn't realize it was in chapter 40. Maybe you never realized what came before it. But tomorrow we'll be looking at verses 27 through 31. But today we looked at his majesty, and we professed it before the whole world. And that's my thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.